A major purpose of this event is not only to celebrate Purple Heart Week here in Polk County, but also to do a groundbreaking for a Purple Heart monument that will be placed in this park. This park's a very special place, owned by the city of Lakeland. They've generously given us veterans, those law enforcement organizations from Polk County, as well as firefighter and EMS organizations from Polk County, the opportunity to erect a fairly unique place here that honors those three groups. And we're pleased to be able to have this ceremony in this park that just adds to what this place means to all of us.
As a Marine and a city commissioner, it is my pleasure to, on behalf of Mayor Gal Fields, the City Commission, and the citizens of Lakeland, it is a distinct pleasure to welcome all of you to this very special park, a place of reflection where tribute is paid to those who serve our country and community, law enforcement officers, firefighters and rescue, and of course, veterans of America's armed forces.
But I want you to know, if you have served for our country, or if you're going to serve, thank you so much for the price you paid, for the service that you gave, and for the many friends that you had that never had the opportunity to come back and enjoy the price that they did pay. So thank you for being here today, and I want to thank all of the veterans. We have a huge veteran population in Polk County, and I'm sure you'll hear more about that. But thank all of those involved, from LAMTED to the County Transportation Department, and all that make this possible, and certainly Gary for your work in this endeavor. And thank you most of all for being here to celebrate together this important day.
There's a certain status or brotherhood that goes along with being a combat veteran, and especially a Purple Heart recipient, but a combat veteran. When you serve in combat with someone, there's that unquestioning loyalty that I don't know how you can explain it, but you don't hesitate to put your life in the hands of the person next to you that you've only known for 5 minutes, or the person on the other side of that wall that you've only known for 5 minutes, or maybe you've served with for the last 10 years. There's no hesitation, and it's a brotherhood and a bond that will last an eternity, the rest of your life. When you run into that person 30 years later, you talk to them on the phone 30 years later, you pick up where you left off, like you've never missed a day. And that's, with this monument, it'll give the veterans of Polk County a place to kind of hopefully center. As we go through time, a lot of our veterans are getting older and passing away. Our World War II veterans, Korean veterans, Vietnam veterans. I challenge anyone in this group that's an educator, I challenge anyone in this group that deals with young people. When you come to that point where you have to explain American history and world history to them, and you come to World War II, Korea, Vietnam, Afghanistan, and Iraq, I challenge you to bring in one of these fine men and women and speak to your classroom. Don't read it out of a book. Ask one of these people that actually walked that dirt and ducked under fire to come and explain to them what it's really all about. It's not just a paragraph in a book, it's somebody's life. And you'll never forget it. I challenge you to do that with these gentlemen before it's too late. They are living history.
I want to thank you all for your memorialization of our Purple Heart veterans. It is only with the continued support of our nation that our veterans will be properly recognized and, if necessary, cared for. When these young men and women entered the service, they wrote a blank check to this country, a blank check payable with their lives. God bless America.
God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Please join me for 2 minutes to listen to one of our own Purple Heart veterans as he reminds us of why we're here today.
Well, the Purple Heart to me is a very, very special medal. It means that any recipient of it put his life on the line. And took lives at the same time, of course. But it was an honor to receive it. I got mine in the hospital when we were back in the States. They pinned it on my pillow. It was just very difficult to, excuse, I get broken up a little bit now. It was a real wonderful feeling to know that I had accomplished that. It kind of took the awareness away of what I had to do over there to the enemy, to where the enemy did to me a little bit. So it kind of tried to balance it out in my mind to where I can say, yeah, it was something, you know. And we received the different medals, but nothing could replace the Purple Heart. And when you see a guy with one, you should salute him. Then when the public sees this, if they see a veteran on the street, shake his hand. Let him know that he's appreciated.
Okay, on 3, why don't we go ahead and take a shovelful. 3, 2, 1. Excellent job.